Hello there, good afternoon, welcome back to my channel. My name is Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. This afternoon I'm doing two videos. I'm doing part one and part two of tropical seeds that I planted late last year. The first part one, is about Psydium guava or tropical guava, not to be confused with the feijoas, Cattleyana varieties like pineapple and strawberry guava. It's not one of those. This is tropical, in fact pink guava. I did do a video of the fruit last year that I bought and did a taste testing of it. I'll put the link up here, or the video. You can have a scroll through my videos, you can watch that and you can see exactly what so these are big guavas, you know, they're not the little berry types. And so I naturally harvested the seeds from it, and it was, I think, in October last year it was, and I planted them in this little container. And that it probably reads backwards, but that says pink guava fresh, 22nd of October 2021. And so when I went on holiday, so nothing happened up to me going away on holiday in February. It came back late March and still nothing had germinated. So I had in fact got some spare seeds from this fruit because there were tons of seeds in there. So I didn't sow all of them at once. So I took the rest of the seeds and sprinkled them back in this container. And I'll show you what's happened since then. So I did have them in a propagator, as I say. The first lot of seeds didn't pop up, but I think been successful since then. And these, I think these germinated around about late April, so late April, May. So they're only a couple of months old, and I've got, I think, 7 in here and 5 in there. So there's 12 decent size seedlings here. And they're growing pretty quick. I think this lovely sunny weather that we're having has definitely helped. So they're on a window ledge, they're not on a heat mat. Funny enough, they seem to do better germinating when they were off the heat mat. So I've switched all my propagators and heat mats off now. You know, we're in the middle of summer, I don't really need them. So these have popped up, been a couple of months, and they're a decent size, and they've got roots coming through the bottom. Don't know if you can see there on that one. This one needs to be repotted. You can see it's dripping because they've been watered, and that's one thing I've noticed about these. These are thirsty plants. They like water. They don't like the soil to dry out. You know, when I've sort of let it dry a little bit, they sort of tend to wilt really quickly. So keep on top of the watering with these if you want to grow them. Be mindful that they don't like to dry out. You will get crispy leaves and leaf drop. So they do need to be repotted now, as they're getting a little bit big for their pot. And I've just used Jack's Magic potting compost, so they seem to like that, and I need to get some more run out. So I will go up, probably not just one size, maybe a couple of sizes bigger, and I'll keep them as a group in the, you know, they seem to like growing in a group. I'm not going to separate them at this stage, let them grow in a group. I might just single out one and see how that gets, you know, if it grows any better on its own. But the majority I'll keep them together in a larger pot. And I've still got more popping up in this tub because I don't know whether these are the old seeds that I originally planted, because I didn't change the soil. I just added more seeds and then put a little bit more of a layer of compost on top of those seeds. So these could be the original seeds for all I know. But they're all pink guava anyway. So there we have it. pink guava, if anybody else is growing pink guava and they got any tips for me. I mean, I have grown guava before, not the pink variety, but the Sidium guava, the creamy yellow one, the one that you get in the Asian grocers. And I did grow Sidium guava back in, I think it was 2011 when I first planted them, and I grew quite a lot then, and I sold 2-year-old saplings back in 2013, I think it was. No, tell a lie, I think it was 2015. I was at a plant fair and I sold loads of Sidium guava, 2-year-old plants. They were a good size, they were, and they went like hotcakes, you know, because I don't think anybody else was growing Sidium guava at that stage, and so there was definitely a demand for them. And I kept one back, and that I had for 7 years. So I had a 7-year-old guava tree, and it was pretty big. It was thick trunk on it, and it branched out itself. I didn't need to pinch off anything. It did its own branching. It never flowered. I kept it upstairs in my bathroom, so it had humidity and everything. But it caught mealybug, and the horrible fluffy white thing, and unfortunately I bought a plant off someone, and that plant had just a normal house plant, and that had mealybug. I didn't know, and I positioned it next to this guava, and that's how it caught this horrible nasty bug, and that decimated the plant. It never recovered. I tried my best, but it just weakened the plant too much, so I lost that guava. So this has been a while since I've grown Sidium guava from seed, so I'm hoping that these will come on leaps and bounds, and maybe in a couple of years they'll be ready to fruit and flower. I did bring a guava plant back from Bangladesh, but sadly that didn't survive. You know, the leaves weren't very crispy. I don't think they liked having the roots you know, sort of tampered with, because I had to take the soil off. It just didn't recover. So there we have it, Sidium guava. But keep an eye out for my next video, part 2, on another tropical plant or seeds that I planted around about the same time as this, I think it was, or it might have been a bit earlier. I could be wrong, and I'll do an update on that, on those seedlings. So thanks very much for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.